Today, we have a very special coaching session with a professional World of Warcraft player, Liquid Tobo. He is one of the greatest players over there in World of Warcraft, and he is attempting to improve himself in Counter-Strike. So he is extremely talented. He's very, very smart at the game, and I know you guys are going to learn a lot from this Anubis session where we look at his Faceit level 10 match and work with him to push higher and higher and eventually get him on a Counter-Strike 2 team. You're going to learn a lot from this. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you want to see, what maps, what players, and I would love to help make you the best. If you want to work with me, I offer personal coaching down below in the description of this video. Let's get you on this channel and make your dreams a reality as well. So without further ado, let's check out the video. So the two roles in pugging that is like a cheat code is opping, because you have the gun that can just one-shot everybody. People don't generally throw the greatest util in pugs. There's not as much team play, so opping is like very good. You know, opping in team CS like obviously is already such a good thing to do, but then IGLing as well. Like if we can like micromanage a little bit and maybe control some of the macro as far as like our team goes in pugs or stacks, like it's a cheat code.
Yeah.
And then so right here, like on Pistron, we get the smoke kit. That's fine. What is our plan off the bat? So like what's your initial plan with this util when you come here?
So I came into this corner to see if I could hear footsteps from carpet or main if they're rushing, and then I think my plan was just to use it at some point to like plug A main if they start walking through, or to retake on B.
Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I just asked because like I don't mind us getting util at all, and someone like honestly someone should be getting util on Pistron. I just want to make sure that when we have it, we like are very like certain with whatever plan we're doing. Like we're, you know, like okay, we're using it to retake B, or okay, specifically on A, if this happens, I'm gonna react this way. So definitely, like, I mean, not just Pistron any round, but specifically on Pistron, huge to think about that.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing that I had to think about at some point that I wasn't before. You know, like having purpose with what you want to do in a round and what you want to do with your util and stuff.
Yep.
Like planning that out ahead of time.
100%. Okay, so also while these smokes are up, I would be kind of trying to move a little bit faster, just get out of this little choke point, because while these smokes are great for the T's, it actually limits like the control that they're able to take, right? So while these are up, you know, they might spam, they might do these things, but definitely get out and from the choke point as fast as you can and get out here and start like, you know, making that plan again. Like, so for me, like I'd be like, okay, you know, let's listen for where the bomb is, and maybe as it's fading, we start to drop a smoke down here. Or, you know, like if we for some reason saw like 3 guys are in A main, heck yeah, we're just gonna smoke A main off. And do that. So just some really like good things to be thinking about in these moments. Nice, great find. That's huge. It's huge, and we know one's E-box. Again, we're just trying to get that info. Where's the enemies at? So we know one's E-box. We're searching for the other guy. There we go. That's info. And it kind of becomes hard at this point. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, overall, like that genuinely was like a very solid piss round from you. Obviously, like, you know, we could have done a little better. It's hard because you got that kill in B main, so you were kind of like, well, I just killed a guy B main. There's the guy E-box. Where's the other guy, right? I will say,
that was exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
I will say that generally going out on this side on the retake is going to be a lot more dangerous because we open ourselves up to the E-box angle and any B main angles. It's always like a lot safer to come over here because we can isolate fights a little better. And like if you have that smoke, it allows you to drop it here or smoke B main without exposing yourself to everything. Because also, like, you were kind of concerned about someone being back there. You know, a really smart player might have made that play and be hiding back here. And again, it's just another angle we're kind of exposing to. So I'd say like the best position genuinely to retake from, or like the best pathing, I guess, would be this side. Not that you can't ever come here, but again, we're just it's a little bit riskier.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, first gun round. One thing to think about on these rounds, and like I make this risk sometimes, so it's not the end of the world, but a lot of times they're still gonna have Galil or Mac 10, so just keep that in mind that like maybe on this round sometimes prioritize that head armor a little bit, even though obviously like for most of the CT rounds we don't want head armor because they're just gonna have AKs and ops.
Yeah. I think I did get burned one time, maybe not in this demo, but like once or twice from that same thing, but it's I don't know how many times it's worth it versus.
Yeah, it depends.
I could have
Like,
just not got the flash here.
yeah,
Smoke, I guess.
it depends. Like, I don't even think necessarily in this round it's like that bad because you are the A player, so util is pretty important.
Yeah.
It's just something to ponder here and there. I can't tell you when it's like right or wrong. If you're playing like, I mean, dude, like if I'm in like a high elo lobby of people that like are really good with aim and stuff like that, and I know they have like maybe max 10 glue, I'm like, I better get head armor. Um, I guess it just depends. Also, like, don't be afraid in these situations. Don't be afraid. Like, even though they can hear this info of like you rotating and stuff, don't be afraid to slide here just a little bit faster to and then make a play with your teammate. Also, like, this is where I'd be thinking when I slide in here. It's like, okay, I have a flash. Let me ask this guy if he wants to be set up. Let me ask like and just start developing those plays. When you start queuing people, it becomes a lot easier because like you start to know what they want. It's like, okay, I know my boy wants this. I know they're. But yeah, I'd say like when he starts taking contact here, just a little micro thing is like, you know, like he's fighting this guy. He like you see him right here. You start shooting. At this point, whatever he's doing, you've got to like kind of help this guy out a little bit. Or is he making a sneaky play? I guess he's making a
I
he's
think
making a sneaky play. Okay.
he's focused on me and the guys.
Yeah. Okay.
From behind, so
Got
I'm,
you.
like, not taking. This
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. No, that's actually 100%. 100%. My bad. I thought this guy started shooting him. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
he was
good.
seen.
No. Yeah. That's good.
So yeah.
Also, one thing I will say for like a main play, it's fine to come help your mid guy here, but the problem as an A player, it gets really hard because then we don't know what's going on inside of A main, right? And that's why also one thing I usually tell my players across all the maps, but even like specifically A main, this is a problem a lot of people run into, is like early on in the game, like your first gun round, maybe second gun round, whatever it is, I love to show some sort of aggression out here. It's fine that you smoke that, but I like to sit out here with that smoke and spam it. I like to purposely make noise in here or flash over so that the T's are like, dude, this A main guy is like putting some pressure out here. Like, you know, like he might pop through here. He might do some stuff. When you're queued with your friends and stuff, like getting them to throw a flash over A main for you to come out here and fight early is huge. Because again, we're just like conditioning the opponent to be like, bro, like all of this space right here is not free at all. This guy like could be in here and he could be a real big threat to us.
Yeah, I can understand that from the opposite way as well. Actually, when you know I've been walking A main on the T side, and I'm like, this guy never plays.
Yeah,
A main.
yeah.
Let's just take it for free, guys, and then go.
100%.
So.
In this situation, I'd be trying to save. I don't think it's bad that you're out here trying to like prod around because like boom, you get that kill, and now you know now it's kind of worth it, right? And I like that you're kind of floating around here. It looks like you're eventually gonna die to this lurk, but
yeah,
if you don't have a kit.
I did have saving in my mind here. I don't know why I walked forward actually. Maybe the kill.
Yeah, because like
kill made me walk forward.
Yeah, I think so. Because like at the end of the day, like that's great that you get that kill, and I actually like I don't mind you floating around here in case somebody else does throw. Because a lot of times in pugs, bro, like people are so hungry for kills.
Yeah.
I think that like once that timing's up, where it's like okay, they're not going for it, we don't have a kit, maybe then start floating back. I think you still might have died to that guy just because like he had a pretty good lurk. But yeah, definitely like that economy is huge because you know, if you save that M4 going into this round, you have such a higher percent chance to win the round for your team versus like with 20 seconds left in a 1v2 retake with no kit and you're still not even on site.
Yeah.
Okay. This aggression's great though. Nice trade. Dude, really sneaky play is like you get that gun and if they're running through mid like this, even though you just pushed out through A here, it's going to be a little hard, but if you can somehow battle your way back to pillar, I'm telling you, this is like the best position when they're splitting A and you've already killed the A main guys. Or if it's a little bit of a slower round and you threw the smoke, did all this stuff, and they're not just busting through mid, bro, grabbing that AK and sliding up through rugs is like, so, dude, I love it. You find so much like free impact, so much good kills from there. But I like that. Nice little canals crunch.
I think I heard them going A here and kind of I do the thing where I go back to A, but I don't fight for the pillar,
gotcha. Yeah, and like if you miss that timing, it's all good because like, you know, at the end of the day, we killed that guy, it's fine. And in these type of rounds, like any kills that we get here is just a bonus. So teammate gets a kill though, so you know, maybe we could stick around just a little bit, see what's up.
Yeah.
Let's see what position you get into here. Okay, I don't necessarily like this nade because I like the idea. Like the nade's not bad, right? Like you throwing the nade isn't bad, and do you actually end up getting a kill here?
No,
No.
I think it just does a tiny bit of damage, but
The
also
reason.
gives away my position.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. That's the reason. Like, so like maybe if like your teammate's like, oh, he's 1 HP, he's here. I'm like, okay, like pretty solid nade, and
Yeah.
the nade actually ended up being pretty good. But like again, it's just like now they know you're outside here. A good player is just gonna dip with his teammates back here, or now
Yeah.
they know like they should also know your rugs, by the way, because like the only way you can throw that nade is up from
Yeah.
rugs. Uh,
Yeah.
so you're kind of just being like, hey guys, like you know, we're over here because at a high level, like I said, these guys will just be like, okay, they threw nade over here. All three of us just hunt through here. So
Yeah.
yeah, when we start like rising through elo too, that's gonna be something that it's gonna be really frustrating. Like when you throw a nade like that and like either they're all three running at you and you're like, bro, they're just looking rugs. Like this isn't fun. Like what the heck?
Yeah.
Or they
that
just
makes
run away
sense.
from you. One thing I actually do if you want to do next level stuff is like say you threw that nade a little earlier, bro. Like if you were trying to just do like damage on exits and stuff, I might throw that nade, walk a few steps over here, and then just start sprinting back around towards mid or something. Because then now we're playing the high level game of like, oh, I threw a nade over here, and they're like, guys, like don't exit A main because he's gonna be waiting for us. And they're like, okay, let's go through mid, and boom, you're already
Right.
coming back around. So like that's the next level games I want you to play with these people. And it can
Yeah.
be frustrating at times because like you might play these next level games with them, but in 2000 elo lobby, some of these players might not even really understand like what you're doing. But definitely just good stuff to think about. I just want to see this nade if we gotta tweak it a little bit or not.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a little bit off.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
one I see a lot of players throwing is they actually get up on here and they
Yeah.
throw it this way.
Yeah, I know that one as well. I just
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
should probably throw that one. So,
Also, dude, in these pugs, ask even if you're solo queue, ask your teammate in mid, be like, bro, can you drop an HE and camera here? Can you drop an HE for me? And oh, bro, you'll rack up the HE damage.
yeah.
But again, I think you're playing a little too passive because like you might think like, oh, I'm playing safe here, right? Like I'm playing safe by being back on site here. But the problem is one, like you don't have a smoke in this cake position, and it is a really bad spot to be in if you don't have a smoke. Two, sure, you're playing safe back here, but say they were just like doing a round, we don't really know what's going on, this round this guy dies, but it's just a standard round, and then all of a sudden there's like 4 guys grouped in a main. They explode out here, and you thought you were playing safe, but really it wasn't safe because now we're just like putting ourselves on site, and there's 4 guys running at us.
Yeah.
That's why like in some of these rounds, I don't mind that you're smoking a main. I'm gonna show you a little better smoke to throw to that just makes you feel a little bit more clean.
Yeah.
But it's really good also to sometimes just molly a main and keep your smoke, because then you can sit pillar and kind of duel a little bit. And if you have to smoke yourself, smoke here. Also, we don't want to get picked by the op, but like sometimes showing some aggression out here, like I said, with like a flash peek or little jiggle is good because it's gonna make you feel more confident as well. And then also what it's gonna do is if we can have a little bit more A main control and aggression, if our teammates do say like, dude, there's 3 guys mid and across the map you heard maybe early that there was a guy B, you can be like, oh shoot, bro, like maybe I could prod out here and find some info.
Yeah.
Me as an opper, like the most annoying thing is like I'll be posting stairs here and my A main guy will be lurking here. My A main guy will come up to throw like some nade set to help our mid players or something, and off that timing this guy knows like I'm gonna push out here and do this, and I get shot in the side of the head. Or we leave A main and start taking canals, and this A main guy, because of the info he hears around the map, makes that risk and comes out here. So it's just something to think about. It also can be a double-edged sword because you might walk out here and the opera just kills you.
Yeah.
Because like also that's something I've done, and like even when we're scrimming like complexity or these high-level teams, I actually do find a lot of impact sometimes by killing the A main guy. But the difference is like at a high level they're not scared off of that. They're just like, oh, okay, the opera's still here at 1 whatever in the round. That's just data that we get to work with now.
Yeah.
So definitely it'll make your life easier. Sometimes in pugs, if you're having a bad day, like you lose the fight and you start getting screamed at and stuff because these people are like, why are you dying on A?
Yeah.
But honestly, we rather lose games due to ourselves than lose games to like what everyone else is doing. Because like even right here, like look, you're already throwing a flash in a main. But like this should just be your space. Like this really should just be your space. It really.
I think the whole half I'm just kind of passive here and not.
Yeah.
This was kind of like a retake, I guess, but I didn't
Yeah.
even need to create the gap in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And then like even here, like even that's fine. Like, you know, you throw your flash, like it's a waste, like whatever. But like you've already used it. You come in here, like, you know, it's fine. Like you don't need the small. I get that like you're trying to retake this and like get into here, but like you throw that flash, if you're making this risk already, just come in here. Also at a high level, sometimes players will just take their molly out and jiggle here. It's a little risky. It's something you got to develop, but I see a ton of A main players doing it. I I'm not like a huge fan of it because I find that it's like actually pretty easy to take A main on a player doing it, but you know, if all the pros are kind of doing it, it must be effective at some level. But yeah, we just used all of our util here, a minute 23 into the round, which like isn't it's not always bad to just like use all your util, but at the end of the day, like we're smoking here, and then I don't mind that you're leaving because it's like, okay, I have this control, I'm soaking, let me go help my teammates mid now. But like I don't know, I feel like all of this could have just been accomplished by just either giving this gap up and helping your mid teammate, or maybe just throwing like one of those util, like a molly or smoke or something. Like I think that you could just do that. And also we're drifting a little bit back and forth here.
Yep.
Little uncertainty. It's fine. Yeah, okay. But you'll see like modern A players too. Like I said, like sometimes they'll just like start the round with a molly outside A main here from camera. We can, if you don't know it, I can show you. I don't know the exact lineup, but it's pretty easy to figure out. We just need a molly that lands right here. And then they actually
I know the one I just
oh, okay, sweet. Sweet. Let's see, we actually shot this down here. But yeah, like the modern like A players, a lot of times they end up just helping mid and then playing retake A sometimes. They literally just help mid, come back here, jiggle back in, get back into their position. That's good. Okay. Nice, you're not greedy. Maybe wait, butt clencher. A little risky here because like this position not good against pistols. Even if you have a teammate rotating in, one like it's probably gonna work here in a pug, but like generally this is really bad because what's usually happening is even on these like Tech 9, and this guy actually had an AK. These rounds like people are yeeting flashes through here, they're yeeting flashes above here, and you guys like will get destroyed. So for you, love it, bro. I love it. You get that kill, you're not greedy at all. You're like, I'm gonna come back. But just keep coming back and try to get into position like broken wall. And you might, like, you know, they might be swinging you as you're trying to get there, but being back here is so much better too, because if they kill you, in order to get your gun now, they can't just come back through here and swoop it up. They have to come all the way up. Like, so for many reasons, it's just such a better tactical position when specifically you're playing against pistols. And then also, actually, what the smoke is going to do is it's actually, when you throw that, it's going to allow them, if they were trying to hit A here, a little bit more cover. So like from your heaven player, again, if like he gets blinded or whiffs a spray down or something, they get to come through here and isolate fights so much better.
Yeah.
So I like to, like, I would like a smoke like this if you're facing against like rifles and like stuff like that. But when you're on pistol, when you're facing pistols, these type of smokes actually just like benefit them so much. So yeah, so takeaways is like really loved your fallback idea at the beginning. Didn't love that you put yourself in a close like kind of corner here, fall all the way back to these broken wall, and then also you can fight heaven. And then also didn't like the smoke here. I'd like if you fell back, and then, you know, if you start cleaning up the kills a little bit, doing these things, we can re-smoke A main and then take more space back.
Okay.
Yeah, because like, dude, when I'm on those Tech 9 rounds and like my enemy puts themselves in a close range angle like that, even if he has a teammate next to him, it's like, heck yeah, bro, let's try to swarm this guy. If they throw a smoke, I'm like freaking drooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd want you to start pillar a little more if you're gonna be like in here. Like I said, because like you can just like be in a little safer position and also like save your util. And if you get into like a tricky situation, like I said, you can drop your smoke down, or you can molly off the wall, or like flash, do all these things. And then also like if you're ever in A main and you get pushed back, pillar is a really good spot to like fall back into.
Yep.
Also, like if you ever want a secondary op, it can be. So, I mean, when I op, I make my A main guy's life so much easier. Sometimes we'll do a setup where we don't really throw nades because we want them to come in. The rifler, which would be you, would get there, and then the opper posts here.
Yep.
Or I post on pillar and he plays close. Like so many different setups you can do. And ultimately, that's why I say like you're gonna learn so much from Team CS, because you unlock that new like chapter, like that new like plays, all these setups, all this good stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then yeah, 2v2 situation, we want to be doing something together. We always want to be tethered in some way. So like it's okay, but it's okay. You guys, what you were doing to come and be here was actually good. I would have loved to see you kind of clear it with him. And
Yeah.
obviously like, keep an eye on the flank if you have to, but like come in here, like your teammates here, do this kind of stuff. And then once you get those kills, if you don't see anything, again, stay tethered like you kind of are right now and trade out. You guys now have a really favorable situation. Yeah, and you should be
Yep.
baiting this guy. Love this. Love this.
Yep.
Bait this guy. And if you get doubled up, you get whatever, like unlucky. And it kind of sucks because I wish this guy was just kind of running in, making that space. He already made a step. It's a little frustrating that he's still just walking. I think you should be walking in that situation though.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want him to know where both of us are. I mean, it sucks. It's ultimately a really good play from this guy. Like it was really
Yeah.
risky to get up into this position, but dude, it's so risky too because it's not planned for him. But it was a really good patient play from him.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he kills the guy with high HP. Yeah, that's just well played.
Yep.
I mean, it also though, like maybe it's a learning lesson. You can't really control what your teammate's doing, but like now maybe you know in the future when you're like on 1 HP and stuff, maybe it's worth it if you're coming through camera, you don't know where this guy is, to instead of like just pathing straight into sight and kind of now we cut the site in half and we haven't cleared any of these positions and we still haven't cleared pillar or any of these. We're exposed to both of them. Maybe in the future it's worth it to run in there, like I was saying, run in with low HP, come through here and like maybe turn as you're running in here to clear out these little angles. So now this entire side, we're completely good. Like unless he's making an even better play and hiding back here somehow, we are completely good. And now we know for sure he's on this side of sight.
So you think we went too slow
I,
in a way? Like we just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I do think I do think a little too slow just on the low HP guy. I think he should have ran in and he should have kept walking just because like if we both start running, then this guy's like, oh, heck yeah, okay, I know where both of these guys are.
Yep.
But I think the bigger macro issue was like instead of clearing one side, we just went to clear the middle. And then we still didn't know where he was. Like we just cleared the middle and then we opened ourselves up to two different areas versus we come through here, boom, we're good. Okay. Or, in this situation, we would have fought him and win or lose it. Who knows? But now we at least know like, okay, if he's not here, he's gotta be on this side of the map. So that's a big thing for not just Anubis, but like, any site you're retaking, any site. Also, let me see, how are we getting coming back through here? Yeah, okay. So one thing I really need you to it's yeah, okay, that's fine. I was just gonna say like make sure you're trying to get to A main like as quickly as you can, which that was fine because like specifically for this position, like your timings mean everything. And again, I think like it's fine what you're doing. You're like doing this, but you're never using your util as a reaction, except for that one round where you're getting ran down. Like I'd say like the critique right now is like, dude, these guys like know that you're just gonna dump your util early. When you start, especially playing against queues and stuff, they're literally just gonna be sitting here and going, okay, guys, the main guy literally dumps all of his util. Just save our nades and get ready to throw a full exec because where's he gonna play? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like be a little more unpredictable. Also like, yeah, I mean that aiming aggression that I was talking about, where sometimes you push your canals, will be huge. You did it on that pistol round. I love that, but you've got to do it on a gun round a little bit too, just to, show some variety. Also here, I'm gonna show you in the server. Really good thing to do instead of flashing off of this. Come through here, flash off of this wall because it lands like that. Maybe you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah. Kind of recognize that, not my fight there, not my fight. We run around. Smart. I can tell, like, and a lot of this probably comes from your experience in freaking World of Warcraft. I can tell you've got a very high IQ when it comes to like this type of stuff, maybe just in general, because I can see through what your gameplay, like you are thinking of different things, like how I should be playing this, and it's really good to see that.
Is it always better to with the spawns getting to A main, is it always better to go through camera
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
definitely, especially if I had like the furthest left spawn, I actually saw myself in this demo going the wrong way, and I was like,
I was
I'm
thinking that.
kind of wasting the timing there.
Yeah, I think generally, I think yeah, I think you are better off coming through here. I don't know the
Mhm.
exact, and maybe like when I upload this, somebody in the comments will be like, actually. In general, though, I always see MA players just coming through here.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
know why too? This is actually a great point. Maybe you don't need your util. Maybe you're gonna do something like aggressive with just a flash or something. While you're
Mhm.
running through here, it allows you to drop your util to your mid player.
Yeah,
Or like I said, like then like you can be in this position to do your stuff and come back here and pick up the nade. I guess you could do that from any, but specifically like it's really good to coordinate with your mid player like that.
hmm
Also, again, it opens you up to the nade set, like I was saying, like where you can volley out here when you start the round all the way back here. Sure,
yep.
you can throw the nade, but like yeah, I definitely think it's faster to go through camera.
hmm
All right, we get the info there. B coming through temple here. Yeah, okay, good. How are we gonna use our util? Can we figure out where bomb is and how can we utilize our teammates? And really good stuff to think about in these.
C2 A main.
Yep.
Yeah, 2B main here.
Also, by the way, bro, it like I don't mind that you're spamming here because like you're protecting. If your teammate ever does some crazy play like this, like you've got to sell yourself all the way out too. You need to be like dropping a flash through the smoke with him just to create even more chaos with these guys. You need to be
Yep.
like playing all the way on the edge here. Like it doesn't matter if you're running, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, nice. Okay.
This, oh my god, this round was crazy. I don't know how no one died, but it just,
Yeah, let's see. I want to see from your teammate's
yeah.
perspective. What the heck?
Yeah, she just walks in
Bro,
and
just
it's crazy.
what is this, bro? You didn't get hit once. At the end, he did.
And then my spray was really weak here as well.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to see where they planted the bomb. Just
It
curious.
was the B main plant, I think.
Yeah, no, that's an easy place to spam. I have no clue how they did it. Because one mistake like my team would make on T side is like we sometimes we didn't want to plant here because like players would know specific lineups or like they'd edge into the smoke that you threw to spam this specific spot. So sometimes we would like plant over here. Or we would plant here specifically to play for spawn then. But the problem is when the CT would have a smoke, it's so hard in the open space to know exactly like what side he's diffusing on, what stuff. When you plant in
Yeah.
corners, it's really easy because like they can only be in so many places.
hmm
Wait, did we hit that guy? Where is he? Yeah, like the nade popped.
It's behind the corner, right?
Yeah. Yeah, unlucky.
Yeah.
But we gotta fix that.
Just a bit lazy with the lineup. I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure you can
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
nade from there, but maybe the
Gotcha.
other one's also better. The other
Yeah.
side is also like more consistent.
Yeah, it opens you up too because what at like a super high level, what they start to do is they start to map out the nades. If they don't
Yep.
hit you here, like if they're not hitting you here, they actually know one where I'm opping here and I take 50 damage from a nade that pops like right here. So like
All right.
yeah, so when you like go on this, it opens you up to a lot more angles, which is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this, and it looks like you get a kill here. So we're kind of hitting the same util, so we're gonna be a little more unpredictable in the future at that, and use it a tiny bit more reactionary. But
Yep.
let's see. I like this. Okay, sweet. Yeah, yeah. Look at this, bro. Yeah, you hear all the action going on B, and you take that space.
Yep.
Heck yeah, bro. Also, dude, it's really good. Like even on a default round, if you can somehow get out here and they don't see you, maybe they were like really aggressive in canals or something. Like I said, getting into rugs because it's so unbelievably frustrating, bro. Like it's so rage-inducing when you keep walking through here, and as a mid player, you're sitting here and you just get killed from a guy that came from A, and you're like, bro, what
Yeah.
is my teammate doing? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a really good flash. The pros are throwing one that lands over here. So good,
Yep.
bro. It literally blinds like everything. Yeah. At least you're using your util. Like I much rather see you dumping it and like actually like doing something with it than the polar end of it where it's like we're never using it. So I really do like that, because
Yeah.
like we can tweak that a lot easier than if you just didn't understand how to use it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the not that the thought is correct, but the thought behind it being like, I'm gonna throw before I die, basically. And
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. You actually did good here. I was gonna tell you like maybe play a little more confident, but you doing this was like really sick.
Yeah, they just got completely caught off guard, and the guy stops planting, and then
Yeah.
my teammates here.
Also, this guy was so lost. You shouldn't even have died. This guy's still looking. This guy's still looking over there.
Yeah, I
issue.
actually said the guy's planting.
Yeah.
The last guy.
But yeah, no, that was good, because you bought so much time for your teammate.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick.
Yeah, I'm like calling him over. I'm like, it's A. I'm gonna hide.
There you go.
Also, with buying util on pistol rounds, I only
Mhm.
really do it when, because literally 4 people bought armor here. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, it probably makes sense for me to buy some.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I mean that's definitely not the worst thing. I think also, so, like, I'm gonna say this, like sometimes you do have to be selfish too, and like sure, like maybe the smoke and molly can help your team, but also like I want you to also have that mindset of like, bro, like I belong to be here. I deserve to be here. I belong. Like if these guys aren't buying freaking util and doing anything, I'm just gonna get freaking armor and run in with them.
Yeah.
Not all the time. It's good to be selfless, but especially in these pugs and stuff, man, like sometimes like having that faith in yourself and giving yourself that extra chance with the armor is huge. Because like even here, like what was the plan? Like was there any plan, or just run around?
It was. I mean, I think someone just called to go mid, and
Gotcha.
then and it's like someone calls to go mid, and then nothing said after that.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah, gotcha. Because like
we lose 2 people, and then we're just kind of sitting there trying to find an opening, I guess.
it sucks without that direction, because like this would be a perfect chance for you to use the util, like either smoking camera or smoking temple site off with a smoke that bounces off here, or smoking off camera to take through here. Either one, like that would have been a sick use of it. But it's hard when that direction isn't being given.
Yeah.
And again, that's why, like I said, like it's a cheat code to be in IGL, because like if you can kind of IGL pugs a little bit, and at least like if nobody's calming, give like okay, we're going mid, we're gonna try to take this, guys, like we're gonna try to do this. Your team has so much more direction. But yeah, in this moment I'd be trying to
Makes
think
sense.
like, how can we work together? How can we again still utilize this util? At this point, maybe I'm thinking like eventually we're gonna smoke on site once we get kills and try to plant in the smoke or something, because that plant is huge for us. Huge. Okay, we get a kill towards B. So at this moment, I'm much more inclined to go B. It's not always gonna be this perfect where nobody's here, but like we saw pressure on A. We know at least one guy's here. We don't know 2 people are there, but whatever happens, like B is a lot weaker now. So whatever you do, I definitely would be trying to react fast, like fast towards B. Or actually, this is an option too. If you ever queue to someone or a pug that is just good, you get that kill, you fake like you're going B, you have this guy run in, like make noise, and then you lurk around here and get ready to go to A and plant.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I guess if you were reading the game well, you can tell that there's 2 on A, but the guy pushing through con is also not something you're expecting, I guess. So should be 1B, but
100%.
kind of lost track of where they were.
Yeah, yep. And that's the whole battle. That really is. But here we go. We found this guy. We know where he is. Oh, okay. I don't mind you using util to try to get him. Obviously, like we can see, it was pretty like dangerous, like throwing it out in the open. It's hard because again, I don't mind you using it. I think that like in general though, like if you had him pinned on this side, your teammates kind of on site too, it is so much better for you to just kind of like be super aggressive and just kind of run at the guy a little bit, again, because time is everything here. I don't mind. I don't mind the molly. I do know that like in a perfect world, if we run this guy down, we have him pinned on 2 different sides here, we get that kill, and then we can use the molly to cut off a rotation point somewhere, like wherever we choose, and then we can use the smoke to cut off a different rotation point or plant in the smoke, like I said. Yeah. And again, we don't know where the other guy is. Maybe we just heard him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, overall though, you guys almost made that work. You really did.
Yeah.
it's just tough because like they actually were just everywhere. Like they were like all over the place. I think the reason that happened too, and this is like where like that next level play would be so huge, was because like once we got this kill, we didn't react like immediately. We kind of took a second, and then like we're like, oh, our teammate's running through, so we're gonna come through here. And by the time we like kind of did that together, it was like a little too late. If you guys would have got that kill and maybe just like aggressively sprinted through here, hindsight 2020, of course, probably nobody would have been there. But in general, like that speed is everything in these moments. That speed is huge. All right, we get the kill.
That makes sense.
Yep. Where did we get that kill? Did we get the kill in the E-box?
No, he jumped out of the window mid.
Oh god. What do we do? Did we chunk the nade from A?
Take a full nade.
Yep. Yep, there you go. That's also something you can do too as the A player, man. Is like,
I guess that I'm here.
yeah, do it delayed, because that's what I would start doing, and I would get so angry, bro. Like, you're playing a good player, and he knows that you're ready for the nade, because I would op up here, and I'd just be like watching the window. 10 seconds go by, all right, bro, you know, nothing's here, let me post. Then you get dunked. It's so frustrating.
Yep.
So definitely change that timing up. You know, don't be afraid to do it in the mid round, or if you hear them start like rotating into A or something from mid, you hear people in these positions, because sometimes people be a little loud. Throw a nade into rugs. You can nade rugs from here, where people throw this lineup for the util and stuff. It's super good. And again, just recognize patterns, bro. If you're playing a player that goes rugs a lot, instead of throwing that cs2 nade, maybe chuck a nade rugs, and after the round's over, check your utility damage to see if he actually was there or not. Because that's what pros will do on Inferno. So for banana control as a CT, they'll like double nade logs, and obviously like if they kill them, they kill them. But they'll look at their damage. They'll be like, okay, we did 0 damage that round. Double nade logs again. Okay, still 0 damage. This guy's not playing logs ever. And then they slightly start adjusting it. Okay, now we're gonna nade dark or broom or whatever it is. Oh, okay, he was broom. We just hit him for 90 damage that round, bro. You can really start tracking that with yourself too, like especially as an A main on Anubis. Like you should be looking at your utility damage every single round to start mapping that out to see where they are.
I saw something like the same thing on Inferno and apps, like throwing early util and taking util damage.
100%. Yep. Okay, we're smoking mid or E-box? Mid. Yep.
E-box.
Okay, got you. You're
we threw 2 smokes. Yeah.
Gotcha. Not bad. Okay. But again, like that is not only just pressure. I mean, honestly, you guys should have killed him. But not only is that just like pressure, but that's also info for him. He's like, hey guys, like there's 2 outside A main. So for the B guys, they're like, okay, it's probably, you know, not really going to be B at all in the early round. If they're going to go B, it's going to be really delayed, or it's going to be through E-box now. Yep. Also, if you're ever playing B, don't instantly smoke B main. I don't know, like if don't do that. That's the biggest mistake I see players making. Yeah.
It's so unfortunate. I'm gonna get pushed here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you're trying to, you know, flash him off. Definitely, like, yeah, like your time's gone here. Once that molly comes in, even if he's going in, that's the situation. This guy is gonna be raging. Where's my teammate? Where's my teammate? Oh, what's he doing? But like, nah, like, you don't feel the need to ever like go through it once it's already down, and especially when you have 50 health. Because like even right there, like you would have had your knife out. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to see that now, but in the moment, it's like really fast paced, really moving fast. Like a lot of pressure too. You would have died here, but also if you ever like see that molly come in too, a really good place to do is crouch on these stairs, because you have a super good headshot angle. I hate trying to clear those. It's so frustrating. It wouldn't have made sense to go into it from here, but if you would have just like, you know, that molly comes in, we can't really peek, just naturally start sliding down there as our teammates running in. Boom, bro. That would be sick.
Yep.
Especially because you're on like 50 health before that, for all that molly stuff happens. Right. 8A main, like, or B main, like it's a good idea. Also, once a game, when you play Anubis with your duo and all this stuff, like when you start queuing with these guys, the mid boost, bro. literally the best boost on this map. You should be boosting mid once a game and B main once a game, depending on who's defaulting where. Because like if you're A main defaulting, obviously like, it doesn't make sense for you to. But yeah, dude, that mid boost is so broken. When I play like team league matches and stuff, even though the other team would know that boost is a thing, I'm an opper and like they would boost me up here because I would get boosted, and my teammate, the third guy, would walk through here while we're still boosted because he knows nobody's in here. So he would always kill like some really good players with their knife out, with their nades out. So sick.
Yeah, I actually saw that happening in or being talked about in like programs and
stuff. Yeah, sick, bro. It's so sick. Also, one thing you can do in these situations, and you actually got into it, is like if you get yourself into a really ratty spot, get really focused. And like what I like to do, and I see a lot of players do, is they crouch and hold whatever tight angle they're doing, and you can tell there's like a lot of tension, a lot of stress, because like they're getting themselves ready for that peak. When you find yourself in these power spots, like I noticed that it's like such an effective thing to do, especially when you're far away from the angle. Like that crouching is still gonna be fine. If you're close to an angle, don't really feel the need to crouch. Your knee might give yourself away. Like it's a little bad. Also, I'm gonna show you the best way to throw the smoke.
Yep. Yeah, I have seen this smoke. I just don't know the exact.
Okay, gotcha.
Kinda...
Yeah, gotcha.
It's above the windows, right?
Yep. You just literally aim up here and it lands nicely. Okay, good. So 2v2 situation. Again, what control do we have? What space do we feel the need for? Where did we plant for? Do we hear any info on the CTs? What positions were they playing? Just a lot of questions running through my mind.
Here I say let's actually push something. Let's take
some
control,
gotcha.
And then...
Yeah, gotcha.
And then I think I just should have been, there's no reason for me to look ahead.
Yeah, exactly, because your teammates there. Definitely like a small micro thing that is gonna mean a lot for you. Like 90% of the time it might not matter, but the 10% of the time it's going to be the difference in you dying. And not like crazy push from this guy, like really aggressive lurk timing. But you're right, there is no need for you to look ahead right now. You should just kind of hindsight 2020, you should just be looking like here, and then when you get to this angle, look with him and get into here. 100%, like small little thing there. And at a low level, I see players do that all the time, where like the players are fighting mid are right here, like they know they're here, and when they're rotating out, they'll just knife out and run out. But also at a high level, bro, like I've done that a million times, where I'm like, what am I thinking, bro? Like literally, like I'm going into a danger area, or I'm going into a safe area, and I'm looking at the safe area, and like I've done that mistake countless times, bro.
Yeah.
100%. So it's something like that. It's just unique though, because it's like a low level mistake and a high level mistake. Yeah, boost here. That's sick. And again, like next level thing to think about is if you don't have bomb walking through there.
Yeah.
Also, a little side note, don't necessarily spam at the level, like at the same like near area where they're gonna be boosting, because this guy is gonna be focused like on that, and it's gonna be an easier flick for him. If you want to like sell this a little better, come to a different angle and spam the different angle. But I think don't spam, because then he might get a little lackadaisical and like be like, okay, nobody's really pressuring mid, all this stuff. I think when you spam here, it just allows him, if your teammate doesn't just hit a really good 1D, it allows him to adjust a lot easier.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, he's spamming left. Maybe this guy's an idiot.
He knows someone's there, right? Because someone's shooting.
Yeah.
So it's like he's, or like maybe he would lose focus otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. If you spam this side, bro, you actually might lure him into like, oh, I need to wide swing this guy and like let me kill. But yeah, definitely. Because like that's something like I've actually got a little mad at, is like when I'm getting boosted and somebody's like giving my position away by either like running or shooting, and I'm like, bro, like I had the opportunity to get so much impact and you just gave me away. Okay, nice little mid molly. Yeah, I don't mind how you're taking those fights. Like, when you have a pistol against a rifle, like heck yeah, bro, like keep jiggling, keep doing that stuff, because again, the more we develop your aim, the more we like build these fundamentals that we have to work on every single day. Maybe you'll hit that shot 40% of the time. Maybe you get that kill 45, and we slowly start pushing it up, because honestly that's a bad fight in that situation for the CT.
Yeah.
There's no need to take that risk from him. Are we still just defaulting here, or was there like a call? Do you remember?
I think it's a default here, but I saw the smoke, so I was aware
Gotcha.
of, like, he might try and push out A main.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So I was like, let's take A main, basically.
Gotcha, okay.
Like,
I just say that because you're actually super risky with like how we're doing this. I don't know how fast this guy gets here. Because you don't have the front spawn. You have like a pretty far back spawn. Where is this guy? Is it Neuron? Who was this? I think it was this guy. Yeah, this guy's messing around, bro. He's not even getting to E-box as fast as he can. It is super risky if you have a back spawn to just run through here. That's why, like, also, like, I didn't know what the call is. If you're ever defaulting towards A main, it's always better to go rugs. If you have the first spawn, heck yeah, run through this. If you have the later spawns, run through it, but don't pull your knife out.
okay.
Don't pull your knife out and just get ready to fight, because...
Yeah, I mean, if this guy took like the perfect time,
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if he had an AWP, I was just dead.
Yeah, exactly. But end up dying. That again, it's just a really aggro fight from this guy. But yeah, it's hard. It's kind of just like a 50-50. We keep developing the mechanics, all this stuff. Also, do you know about this position? Not that you should have played it here, but do you know that you can hold mid from up here?
Yeah.
Yep, really good, bro. Love holding mid, and I also love if I have a teammate that's walked through mid, posting on this angle. I can't because I'm in free cam. Also, as a CT, I always jump. I don't drop into canals. I always jump around to this side, and then peek like this.
Yeah.
Okay, Tech 9s. It's like, this is what I mean, like, with how you were playing. Like, say like, you guys as a T waited this guy's util out, and he was playing like you, where he dumps his util and, like, starts walking back towards mid and stuff. The problem is, like, or like, you know, if he's playing on cake, this is what I mean. Like, you know, if they're heavy towards A main, you're not going to know anything that's going on behind this sight line right here. Anything behind here, you have no clue. And that's why pillar is such a strong position as a CT. This guy is trolling. I don't know where he's playing. But yeah. And then he starts type, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
See you.
That's hilarious. Ain't no way. Okay. Also, as a A-main player too, one of the best nade sets, like high-level nade sets, is throwing A-main lurk smoke, whatever lineup you want to throw. Throwing your own lurk smoke right here to deny the CT pressure, and then if you have to, mauling off this wall to get this position out.
Yeah.
And then with that util, you walk in here, and now you have all of the. I call this the staging area, by the way. All of this area for the T's is like the staging area for A. So as a CT, like that's why like we have to we can't let them into the staging area, at least this one, for free. Because it's gonna make their exec so good. Like think about when you're on T side. Like if you're on T side, execing A from out here, but still having to clear this positions it's really rough. But if you have this control, execing A is like you love it. Like you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, catch this guy off. 4v or 3v1 doesn't really matter. We just gotta play safe now. Like right here, like again, like we can see if this guy would have taken a timing. I get the idea behind the molly and stuff, but at the end of the day, if you really are concerned about someone coming through here and rotating, it is like just really risky to just do stuff like that. I think you're so much better off just like making your way towards bomb, towards B, and then maybe smoking this off, or just throwing a molly behind yourself and going here and planning, or mollying off this rotation point. I like that you're using the util. I just think it would be so much better with that. Also.
Yep.
Because again, 90% time it's not gonna matter. It just literally won't matter. But that 10% time, you're like, dude, like, why am I mauling that window? Like, I had my gun out. I could have just ran with my gun and kept going forward.
I kind of give him the chance to actually kill me instead of just holding it.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And it's like I said, man, like it's really obvious when we get to see radar and know exactly where these people are, and like in the game you have no clue, right? Like you have no idea. Okay. Little messed up flash, but we're still pressuring here.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, so your teammate threw. Okay, nice.
I think.
Or did he? Oh.
His smoke.
Oh god, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so okay.
And I heard it, so I just walked in.
Yeah. See, but that's a good smoke for you.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck
I
yeah.
want to be throwing that one.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, so also like with that smoke, by the way, you don't need to throw it all the time. I'd say if they're opping A a lot, that smoke's going to destroy their chances.
Yeah.
If
She got.
he's playing pillar a lot, yeah.
I just got caught off guard here.
Let's see.
This guy walked through mid.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's just like, you know, is that your fault? Yeah, no, yes. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of a team failure,
Yeah.
but it's just something to be aware of, try to think about.
I think like I was holding the window right because I knew that they could be pushing mid, but that also kind of means they could have pushed mid already, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's just something to think about. And like, I actually like from our T side here learning from these CTs, because that was a freaking risky play that guy made. It really was. But like,
Yeah.
dude, like that, how like surprising and frustrating is that for you to just die to that? Because now you're like, holy bro, this guy ran all the way through mid. Like, what's this guy doing? Also, I don't know. I might be completely wrong about this. I might have coached. I think I coached Merrick before, or maybe it's someone else named Merrick. Maybe, I don't know. I've coached a Merrick, but I don't know if it's this guy. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not really like getting to impose like your will on this game. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like pretty much everywhere we're going as a team, and like, you know, it may not be your role, it may not be your job in this game, but you're kind of just like following the pack and scooping it up and doing that. You actually did do good, like, you know, taking this A main control and doing all this. The problem was we never like activated on it, which, you know, maybe that's a team issue in this pug, maybe that's whatever, but like the dream is, as an A player, one, you get to keep your smoke, you take this control, you have all this, and you bounce the smoke off here to throw a lurk smoke, or, you know, you come here and start pressuring. Or I haven't seen once in this game too, by the way, where like we get ourselves parked in here and we just wait here and just literally sit here. If our teammates like take mid space, now we're lurking. If we have success on B, we get to activate our lurk, and just like you're making your job like a little hard on yourself, and you're also like not finding much impact on the C side. Great find though there. That's some good impact.
Yeah.
Some good impact. And again, I can tell you think a lot about utility, because like even that molly shuffle right there I mean, you ended up picking it up. There it is. You do think about util a lot, which is huge, bro, because these people you're playing against, the players at your level right now, like your grade would be an A+ for this, as far as like utility, like I guess like thinking about it, because a lot of people, their mistake is like, bro, they're never using it. Also, a little side thing here, if you want to do this, I don't mind just the camera smoke, and it actually would have been 10 out of 10 in this situation. If you're committing to throw all that stuff anyways, tell your teammate to wait a little bit and just throw the small. Do you know the molly that lands broken wall too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I thought after, like, in this round, like, I should have thrown it. I think I didn't realize I picked up the Molotov.
Oh, okay, got you. But you punish them. That's risky. Like that is scary though. That is so scary. Also, like in these moments, yeah, like, you know, okay, so we got all the info. This literally just comes down to who has better aim and who can have better positioning. So we have bomb here, so right? We have bomb. One thing I'd be thinking about is, while we're like, it's great pre-aim. Like, I love that your crosshair's here. While I have my crosshair here, I might start to like shift out with bomb, right? In case he doesn't peek. In this situation, you're getting this kill or you're dying. That's the round right there. But like definitely, like I would be like, okay, I don't really want to cross this threshold. I want this guy to sit here and think. And be like, is he just like waiting in A main, or is he like getting ready to run out here, or did he walk all the way back here? So while this guy just gives you the duel, I want you to start thinking about like, how can I out position these people? How can I make them start to doubt where I am?
Right. Yeah, so you just like cut sound after, if he didn't peek there.
Yep.
You can just cut sound, and then he's gonna be unsure of what's happening.
100%, bro. And you can play some really next level games too, because like say you did like go back through mid or something and you cleared B. One thing you might do is like, I mean, this might be overthinking. This honestly is probably overplaying a lot, and I don't necessarily know it in this situation makes sense, but like maybe I would throw a molly towards B main, arc it in the air, molly on B somewhere, and then start shifting back, because this guy's gonna be like, oh bro, he just mollied B. And you know, honestly, we might be overplaying the hell out of that situation, but like, bro, you use that util in like really annoying, like tricky psychological ways, because you're really good right now at using your util, but I need you to use it in like a psychologically like frustrating way. And also like on your CT side, like if you can throw a deep A main smoke that, you know, I'm going to show you what most players are doing, that sometimes like you can jump up here on the box and play over it. Just like stuff like that, where it's like, now your enemies are like, dude, is this just an A main smoke, or is this like a freaking one way kind of ish like aggro play?
Yeah.
We want them to always be second guessing what you're doing. On Mirage with that Molly thing I'm talking about, so like one thing I'll do in like a 1v3 on Mirage is if I have the bomb and I know B site's clean, I have all B site, but I have to get kills. Like it's not good enough just to plant the bomb. Like I'm still probably gonna lose the round. That's where I'll throw like a Molly into market door, but just slide through window real quick. Cause like they're like, oh, market's mollied off. He's not gonna be ready. He's not gonna be pushing in. Like he's gonna go plant the bomb now. And dude, you get so many kills on like murder hole and CT. People are rotating in. It's so easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so is this the round where, or is it the next round where we?
It's the next round.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we smoke left side.
Looks like I clean this up.
Let's see some good cleanup here. A little misdirection here, and this is natural because like you're probably like feeling the nerves, 12-10, like you're like shoot, like always like try to make a plan, and the plan doesn't happen when we're playing the plan happens like as we're running in here, we're observing what's going on, and it's like, okay, when I plant the bomb after I'm done, I need to get to this spot, I need to do this, it's hard, it's easier said than done, but just start thinking like that. Good find here, nice. And yeah, it's planned for you, so you can do whatever you want in this situation. Yeah, okay, sweet. Jiggle, yep, jiggle, nice. I was literally about to say, like, dude, especially in E-box, but also in different situations like A main, wherever you are, in these 1v1s, when they have to defuse the bomb, they have to run at you, do this thing, jiggling is so good because like no matter what, because like if they're defusing the bomb and they hear you jiggle, or like maybe he's not shooting you back and you're like, oh, he's probably on the bomb, then it's really good. If he's running at you, it's good because he's trying to close the distance in on you. He's here and you're here. He's trying to come and kill you. You jiggle, it makes him stop. It makes him have to stop real quick and like shoot you. And then he starts running again. Maybe you catch timing. So, dude, in those 1v1 situations, that's everything. So I love to see you doing that.
Yeah.
Nade house, okay. Yeah, and one thing, that little micro thing here too. I know it's last round, but do I like this? Let's see. So you nade. Yeah, okay, because I like that you have the understanding of like, I need a nade and kind of naturally shift to this side just a little bit while I pull out my gun and come back. Keep doing that as much as you can, because it's gonna help us like in these situations. Like I said, like, why are we mollying this? Maybe that molly is fine, but like just drop down here, have the molly out, jiggle a bit, throw the molly, wait, and then go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. I guess we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, this is a brutal round to lose.
Yeah. It's a bit funny the way it happens.
It's actually okay. I am gonna go back. You're actually ballsy AF for messing this up and then continuing to just like sit in here in the open with your freaking smoke, bro.
Yeah.
With this guy like unknown where he is.
Yeah.
You're ballsy AF. Okay, spacing here. Spacing. Yeah, okay. Boom, we got the aim in info. We know that guy's there. Just clearing sight to make sure no one else is. We don't have to take the space, but it's fine. Also, like in team environment, I'd be sitting here if my team has a flash, like, bro, flash for me, aim in. Like, let me get this kill. But okay, so we give it up, which is fine because we have a teammate flanking. Okay.
Yeah, he noticed this guy's here as well, I think. So I just.
Gotcha. Okay. Get that kill. 2v2 now. Okay. I can see a little bit of panic, a little uncertainty. It's natural. Oh no. Okay, again, he pressures us really hard with that smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we don't know if he's on or if he's off. Yeah. No.
I just missed the entire spam.
Oh no. Is that a 10 second?
Yeah.